I'm just now reviewing this. I'm just now literally reviewing this. I had this back in November, and here we are. I wasn't busy not to read this. I just didn't feel like it for some reason. Because to tell you the truth, this arc has some growing points, but I would rather read manga version than actually this version. Only because, some of the parts I don't care about. It's just mostly explanation. It is world building, tells you about some interesting lore, you get to know more of the characters. Because from last book, Marias and the gang are suffered a very mana calamity. And I don't know if I said it before, but the mana calamity is a very important thing that happens within the series. One of the biggest, actually. However, it has the biggest effect in a way, even towards the end of the entire series. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but the question is how did it happen? Who was the cause of it? What was the effect? All that we know is that the entire Victoria area just teleported. Everything down to the grass and the ants teleport right off the thing. There was nothing there anymore. So where everybody go? Who knows? They scattered all across the world. The six-face world is what their world is called. And Ruiz and Eris just found themselves right in the middle of the demonic contents. However, luckily for them, they found a very trustworthy person, Richard Separate. He is from the Separate tribe, and they can live for hundreds upon hundreds of years. And this dude is very, very powerful. Good in skill, also kind-hearted, but he is misunderstood. Being Richard, he's right here. He's a lot of people's favorite character for how he is. Unfortunately, you only get to see him only in the childhood arc, really, and then towards the end of the series. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. There are a lot of characters in this show that you'll see in the beginning or in the middle, and you won't see them for a while, but they'll have some sort of impact on the story. They're not just there just for Easter eggs. They're there for a reason. So, anyways, this is where Rudy is asleep, and he sees the man god. This is probably my only complaint of Seven Seas and their translations. Is sometimes it's the naming and labeling they give some of the characters. It makes no sense at all. It doesn't. The freaking man god. In the fan translations, we call Hikami the human god. Human god. Have you seen the human god? It makes more sense. Hey, have you seen the man god? Hey, can you see the man god? It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. Why would you say that? Let's meet the man god. I don't think I see any spelling errors this time in this one, so good job on them. It was just that one little thing. Man god. It's like, come on, would it kill you at least take some pointers from the fan translations? Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm still thinking that fan translations are better, in my opinion, because the naming sounds, it makes sense. And there's little to no spelling errors whatsoever. Just saying. But no, there are no spelling errors in that. I already said that. So this was more of a layout where Rudy is pretty much to explore and understand the demon content. It's very low on vegetation. There's creatures of all looking size. And the reason why there's no discrimination within the demon content because everyone is different looking. So therefore, they've already accept individuality and differences compared to humans where if anything looks different out of place, they immediately run for the hills or they bring the pitchforks and the torches. That's just how it is. So it explains why humans and demons are different. Even though the demons have a big set of land, you can't make much off of it. It's a very dangerous place with all kinds of creatures that will eat you if you're not prepared to face the consequences. So there's that. Rudy's runs into Roxy's parents, and he also understands more of the land, and they try to collect money. It will take some time, actually, to get 2 to 3 years to get back to where they came from. So first they have to find a way to travel by getting some money, so they join a guild called Dead. At this time, they're trying to help Richard with his reputation, because he has an important involvement with the last human-demon war that happened some 100 years ago. Anyways, this is where Rouge learns that the responsibility of being a leader is not just telling people what to do, but seeing everyone else's perspective, understand what they're saying, and also properly budgeting your money or finances as well. If you don't know none of these things, you are screwed. Also, handling out your reputation and how you handle and deal with others. If you deal with others the other way, it might come back and bite you in the ass later on down the road. So you gotta be very cautious of how you treat people. So anyways, Rudy is very smart, but sometimes he would choose to do the smart thing over the right thing, which got him kind of feeling kind of guilty later on down the road. One thing you will learn from the series is that Rudy is a very selfish-thinking character. Which is one reason why I like him. He thinks of the best way for everyone to get out of it, the smart way. He never thinks of the more of a moral high ground until later on. It's only when his characters tell him to do so. Eris herself, she found her ground, in a way. When she was at the mansion, even though she was improving etiquette and arithmetics and stuff like that, she still wasn't really into it. But however, she's now in a demon contact, she's part of the guild and an adventurer, she finally found her calling. She is destined for these kind of things, destined for the way of the sword. Even though she's just hit in this land, she can do so much good sword fighting, to the point that they pretty much have to evolve their team fighting around her. Since it's really hard to control Eris, who's a very hot-headed and slow-to-listen kind of character, he decided to be her backup. She goes in, picks a target, while Richard and Rudius cover up her blind spots, places where she'll miss or slop up. And she's a character that doesn't think when she fights, she just goes with emotions. So we learned that. Well, Rudius learns he's the kind of character who is more of a support character. Despite him being very potential in magic, he is based for mid-range or far-range attacks while doing strategy playing. Richard is pretty much a guy who can do things on his own, but he's training them to learn how to take care of themselves as time goes on. After all that happens, they finally had to leave the guild town for certain reasons. I don't want to spoil everything. For those who already know, And then some changes were made. Finally, we get an extra chapter, which I did like, is actually had a perspective of a character you didn't know quite well until reading the story itself, as in a guy named Derek. He is protecting a princess, the second princess of the Ashram Kingdom, along with a dude named Luke Greyrat. He is more of the responsible, straight man of the group, and I like to see you see this dude as a prequel towards this other person's story, where he wants the princess, believes the princess could be a good ruler for the kingdom, but she doesn't want to do anything with the political dirty struggle that's happening within their kingdom. However, everything changes upon this man's death. So in a way, you see this change happens in the eyes of a character who is not a main character. I like those kind of stories, in a way, where it's a side story, where you see someone who isn't the hero, who isn't the main character, but you both of their story they are. But you see them as they witness the true main character coming into action, and therefore their story ends by seeing how the character is from an outside perspective. I like that a lot when those kind of characters. Unfortunately, we'll never see him again because he is dead. And that is Volume 3. Volume 3 so far is the longest. It has over 400 pages and stuff in it. So yeah, it's pretty long. But nonetheless, it's only 15 chapters, and it only takes really, 15 days. I read a chapter a day and stuff. So it makes still no excuse why I couldn't do this earlier, especially with Volume 4 already out. I have Volume 4. I'm gonna start reading that next week. Start reading that so I get that out of the way. But then again, Volume 5 ain't coming out until April. So we got a long way to go. Now, as for the anime, once again, nothing. All we got was that trailer we got some months ago. So nothing else on the anime still. I'm still hoping that it will come out in the summer of this year. If it comes in the fall, it'll be cool, but it'll be competing with slime and stuff. But who knows what else comes out in the fall? Because lots of good stuff comes out in the fall of anime. So I would rather it come out in the summer where there's not much going on and people will have a chance to enjoy it. Just saying. So anyways, that's all I got for this, Very good. It's not one of my favorite volumes in the childhood art. The second one coming up next, I do kind of like, but the fifth and sixth are definitely my favorite ones. But the fourth one's coming, it's okay. But we'll talk about that one when I get to it. So that's all I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon to stay notified. This has been Madcrownxox on anime. Signing out.